Hey. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Anthony with Fab Group Logistics out here today. Got a very big announcement that I'm super excited to share. Let me give a clan out. We got all the boys here today. We got Black Lightning, my trusty steed, F-150. We got Ultra Magnus here. And we got Optimus Prime here. And all the boys have been mechanically and electronically looked over. They're sound now. And the exciting news is something that my mom and I have been working diligently on for literally the last, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. As most of you know, let me climb up in here. It's a little more quiet. Up here in OP, Optimus Prime. So, as most of y'all probably know, I am the owner, president, CEO, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Fab Group Logistics. We have the 2 trucks I just showed you, and we've been in operation since May of 2020. So we started the trucking business right in the middle of the pandemic, because back then people were still trying to figure out what's essential, what's non-essential, what business can sustain itself, what businesses are critical and all that stuff, right? So I thought trucking was critical, and so we started a business. Had a partner, it didn't work out. Now he's doing his own thing, which is great. I love to see people win. I always tell people that. I don't care if you win with me or you win by yourself or with somebody else. As long as you're winning, that's my only concern. So that didn't work out. It wasn't a good proposition for me. And so ventured out. Did not initially want to be in the trucking business. I wanted to be an investor. So my entire goal was to, run the back office, do the financing, bring in the capital, running the payroll, things of that sort. But I ended up running an entire trucking business. It kicked my ass pretty much all of 2020 and pretty much all of 2021 too, to be perfectly honest. I mean, a lot of things I had to learn, a lot of lessons, which really are turning into blessings now. So long story short, we were leased under the authority of a broker up in Harrisburg. And when you lease under another trucking authority, basically, you ride up under their licenses, their insurance. You pay whatever fees they tell you to pay. They dispatch you, but they take 30+% of the cost of the freight out. And so with me not having a CDL, after paying all those fees, right? So the fees amount to about $300 per week per truck, regardless if anybody's driving or not. Then, a driver they make about $4,000 or $5,000, and then we back out the fuel, and then we would split that, right? So the driver, on $4,000, $5,000 gross, would net, $1,500 to $2,100 a week, and it was a good situation for them. Now, on me, on the other hand, I had these trucks that were not in the best of condition. I didn't know what I didn't know, so I didn't know things to check. I trust my partner at the time to look them over. He gave me the go-ahead. We went ahead. Not blaming him, it is what it is. But the trucks were not in good shape, so I spent probably close to $30,000 fixing these trucks up over the last year. Actually, it might be more than $30,000, to be perfectly honest with you. And so when you look at, I pay the driver, I pay the broker, and then I have to pay all the maintenance and the repairs on these trucks because I had drivers that didn't take care of the trucks. So after paying all those expenses, there was literally nothing left, right? There were crumbs left at best. Most of the time there was nothing left, and I ended up having to tap into my savings to keep the business afloat. You know what I mean? And so it just wasn't a good situation. It was very stressful. I thought and contemplating just quitting, turning these trucks back into the place I bought them from and just call it a day and just say it was an expensive lesson learned. But the lesson today, and I'm getting to the announcement here in a sec, the lesson through it all, everything I learned through this, now I look at it, it was a curse back when it was happening. I did not appreciate it, but it really turned out to be the biggest blessing in perseverance and patience. It taught me how to problem solve. It taught me how to ask for help, which is something historically I've not been really good at, because I'm always used to just doing things under my own strength or under my own power. But we persevered, took my lumps, took my lessons, used two different brokers out of Harrisburg. Well, one in Harrisburg, one in Camp Hill. Tested the waters to see if they were green. It wasn't. Went back to the one I was with before. Again, nothing against those guys. They helped me get started. But they were winning, and I was not winning, right? So in all essence, the broker was winning. The repair shop was winning. The maintenance shop was winning. The drivers were winning. I was losing big time. All right. And so now what we have done, what my mom and I have been working on diligently for the last 6 weeks, is starting our own trucking authority, running up under our own authority so that we can actually get loads directly with shippers or with dispatchers. Now, granted, it's a lot of money up front. I'm not even going to tell you. I mean, just to show y'all how much this business is. I mean, trucking insurance is, for 2 trucks, it's going to cost you $30,000. Joining the drug consortium is going to cost you about $600. Getting plates, just a plate to stick on the front of the truck, is $1,300 per plate. You got IFTA taxes. You got all this different thing. You got to set up with the DOT. You got to get UCRs. You got to get 2290s. 2290s is $550 per truck per year. UCR, Unified Carrier something. I forgot what the R stands for. You got to pay for that. Heavy use tax, different permits. I mean, you name it. I mean, you got to pay for people to get drug tested. I mean, you name it. It's a lot of upfront expense. But literally going to be in a position to, in some cases, triple revenue. So we'll be earning gross-wise on 1 truck per week what it took 2 trucks for just over a week. So we're literally about double revenue at a minimum, while just a slight increase in expenses. And I am very excited about it. We've got a new driver who met through a couple mutual friends. I think he's going to turn out very well for us. We got a very experienced driver who, unfortunately, his wife is having some medical issues. But the good news is they're getting out the hospital today. So prayers have been answered there. So not sure when he's going to return. We got my man Jay, who's going to step up and do some driving for us on weekends and whenever he can. And just met another potential driver today. So I say all that to say, y'all, it's been a long, it all led to this point, so you can't be afraid to ask for help. I'm a grown man. I'm about to be 41 years old in December, but I had to put up my hand and call my mama. I had to call my mama and have my mama come up here to stay with me for over a month. So thanks, Dad. I really appreciate you letting Mom come up here for, literally 6 weeks. She was up here, laying the foundation, getting everything set. She was YouTube University, everything regarding trucking. Thanks, Kim. Everything regarding trucking, all the different things, all the different checklists. I think I posted several times on, all the things that we had to do in order to get this authority going. And literally, she was I'm about to show y'all. Y'all think this is a game. All right, this is just the stuff that we got to do in the next 3 days. This doesn't even include the stuff we've been doing over the last month. So let me pull this up so y'all see it. It's real out here. Now, keep in mind, doing all of this while still dealing with an eviction and a home sale and a home acquisition with Eden Mandate, getting off the ground, doing our demolition with Foursquare's development, doing all the presentations. We got Foursquare's construction off the ground. So literally right now, I own 2 businesses outright and co-own 2 other businesses. that require a lot of attention. So big shout out to my business partner, Fred, to Cody, our construction VP, and Brian, our intern, who's turning into a full-time employee. Big shout out to all you guys for just helping hold the fort down while I, tend to all these other things. But this right here, y'all, literally is all the action items that I have to do over the next 3 days. And it's a lot. So literally, even though we're in the final stretch, it's still a few more things to punch off the list to get going. But we got the insurance now. I'm about to get the plates tomorrow, get the IFTA stickers tomorrow. Got the door magnets on the way. The door magnets should get here tomorrow. So I can peel off. I'll show you what it is. Again, no disrespect whatsoever to the gentleman that, literally helped me get started in the business. Big shout out to Rick and Chris if they ever see this. Zane, appreciate all that. It's just, as they say, it's just business, right? So we're gonna be peeling all this off. We'll be peeling this off and then slapping the Fab Group Logistics LLC on here with our DOT or our MC operating out of PA. We'll put all that stuff on there. Yeah, man, this is exciting. So I got the plate off of Ultra Magnus. Now I need to get the plate off of Optimus Prime so I can return that. But yeah, here are both of the boards right here. Tires are in good shape. Fifth wheel's in good shape. Mechanically sound. Engines are in good shape. Ultra Magnus needs he need a little bit of a PM. Needs some love right now. But we're gonna cut this plate off and put our own plates on. So we're gonna do this live on Facebook so y'all can see it. I'm excited. So let me get this out. Grab this. There we go. Get these cutters right here. We are running. Do I have all the answers? No. Do I know how we're gonna manage all this stuff? No. But what I am 100% confident in is the people I have around me right now. With my mom being here, my niece Lex coming on board. What'd you say? Is your queen back home? Yeah, Louis, she back home, man. She left a couple weeks ago, and they went on vacation. So, y'all see that? We just peeled her off. But yeah, she's back home now, man. But she's gonna come back up here in a couple weeks to, help us get going. Right in time for our maiden voyage. So let me get all this stuff off. So I had to take out the old electronic log devices that belong to Ace Drayage. And I put in the new ELDs. So y'all can see here. That's the new ELD, stuffed it back up in here. So we got that. And we are all set. I had to take the tablet out. So I've taken both ELDs, both plates off. Got all the things out. Got the previous driver's personal belongings out. We had to part ways. It was no longer advantageous to continue to have that individual in the business, especially now that we're, launching our own authority. So what this has taught me, again, I'm just going to share a couple of business lessons with you that I've learned, right? For those who know me, you know that, it is my desire, sometimes too much, to help people and to see them be successful. And sometimes I've gone as far as to allow other people's negligence impact my personal life and my business. Oh, get out of here, bug. I got a squatter in here. Y'all see this? This little bug. I'm not gonna kill him. He deserves to live, just not in here. So get out. There you go. Get on. So anyways, and this individual that was driving for me before, and unfortunately wasn't doing her checks properly, wasn't, damaging the truck, was in the shop all the time. We had some legitimate issues, don't get me wrong, but we fixed them. And when you put all this money into an asset and have somebody that doesn't take care of it, again, it was more so like, okay, we're providing an opportunity. She does generate some revenue, but there was one last instance, and I'm not going to put her business out like that, but it was one last incident that was just pure driver error, pure negligence. They ended up costing a lot of money, and I was just over it, So I say all that to say what I've been learning is, can't save everybody, that's one. And anytime that you care more about someone's well-being and success than they do, it's time to end that relationship or end that portion of the relationship for a period of time. I've also learned that friends are friends and business is business. So, I had a situation now going through an eviction. Again, I knew somebody didn't completely qualify for the home that I was renting them. I worked some voodoo math to help them qualify with the aid of, their adult children that were living there. And literally, I've been nothing but respectful to this person. They just ultimately decided to stop paying rent and felt they were entitled to do so, even though they had the money to pay the rent, but felt because of the eviction moratorium that they could just, piss on Anthony. And even through all that process, I'm still trying to be respectful and helpful. And hey, okay, if you don't want to pay rent, at least file for the emergency rental assistance funds. And then literally this person just showed me their ass, just bent over and told me to kiss it, And again, I'm a cool, nice, easy, happy-go-lucky person until I'm not. And I think a lot of people over the last few months, and that's why I haven't been really posting much, because I've been cleaning house and getting my businesses and my personal business in order. So this person who once saw the happy-go-lucky Anthony is now seeing the other side, the corporate Anthony. I think some people know from my Alcoa and Cummins days specifically, they know the old corporate Anthony. I didn't mind firing anybody anytime. So anyways, so that person is, getting, I hate to say it, but what they deserve. That's right, Dave. People mistake, they mistake your kindness for weakness, man. It's kind of like Billy D. Williams used to say, don't let the smooth taste fool you. That killer is always up inside of me. I just manage it very well, but sometimes you just gotta let it out. And so, and it's literally the same week, eviction, term the driver, starting over, term the old contract with, my broker up in Harrisburg. And again, I'm just realizing that it literally is just business, right? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I got tired of, helping people win just to turn around and, that olive branch not be extended. So I have nothing bad about, anything or anyone that's happened. It's just lessons learned, and, it's okay to, kind of dial back and focus on yourself and focus on your own. Sharif, I did see you message me like a couple days ago, man. I had a lot of stuff to do. I'll get to you, bro. I definitely didn't forget about you. Love you, man. I'll hit you up right after this, actually. But yeah, I've had to dial back and just really prioritize things. I couldn't be as accessible and available. Like I pride myself on being available for anybody who needs me. But I was literally pouring from an empty cup, and I always talk about people that, even the server needs to be serviced at some time, so I was literally just giving it out to all of the businesses, giving it out to people who would just randomly call. I've helped people I don't even know on Facebook structure deals for real estate. I've helped people get rental properties, helped people write leases, and it was just pouring, giving. And I just felt like I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do to make sure that I was whole and being refueled and recharged. So a lot of lessons, man. I say all that. I was talking about trucking business, talking about how I kicked my ass all last year, but it really toughened me up. It really put things in perspective, taught me how to persevere, taught me how to, draw lines in the sand, taught me how to, again, just be hard-nosed when I need to be hard-nosed, be empathetic when I need to be empathetic, and be able to distinguish the two. You know what I mean? So very grateful. I'll kind of pan out and show you the guys again. Next time you see them, they'll have different colored decals and magnets on their door. They'll be saying different things. It'll be saying Fab Group Logistics, LLC, with our DOT number, MC number. We'll be riding. Big shout out to Malachi. If you're watching this, man, thanks for all your help in getting us sorted out and situated. But just super excited about this particular business. It is literally gone from, it was an ugly duck, and now it's about to be a beautiful swan. And to kind of see it and be in it and help mold it and create it and nurture it and stay with it. And now to watch it grow some legs and eventually, fly out the nest. I could not be more excited, man. So winning, Cody, winning, baby. That's right, man. I appreciate you being in my life, man, and being on the team. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to peel out of here now. I got 10,000 other things to do, and we got to get ready for our Rotary Club presentation tomorrow. But yeah, Fee, you are so right about the empty cup. It's just, it's not, again, I love to see people win, but I don't want people winning at the sake of me losing. I felt like for a while I was losing while helping other people win. And it's not their fault at all, right? Anybody's going to accept assistance as much as you'll give them. Anybody's going to receive as much as you're willing to give, So I had to learn how to put the right boundaries on. Hey, Brittany. I had to learn how to put the right boundaries to protect my creative space, to make sure I get my alone time, my downtime, to be introspective and recreate so that I can be a better version of me to give out to other people. So enjoying a nice spot of tea. I hope everybody's having a great day. Be blessed in everything that you do. And we'll talk soon. But that is why I have not been as visible on my Facebook lives as I normally am. I had a lot going on. So here we go. Fab Group Logistics, baby. We're going to help get these pre-Christmas gifts to y'all over the winter time. Y'all be good. Be blessed. See ya.